Loot, raid, kill, or be killed. It's all part of the game. Are you ready for another adventure?
Sabi po,
Sit back, relax,
Puting
and
bakit
enjoy. On this island, there are two kinds of people. The ones who give, and the ones who take. Which one are you? The predator? Or the prey? Let's pick up from where we left off. On my previous video, we tried destroying AFK Big's house, but failed because we ran out of time. We decided to leave them alone for the meantime and focus on other enemies first. We wanted to make sure that they don't end up forming alliances with other teams, which can make them even stronger. Our goal: devastation, destruction, and annihilation. After driving around the map, we spotted our first enemy base.
launcher.
The structure of this base was a little weak and was not fully enforced. It'll be easy for us to just blow our way in. Just a couple of launcher shots to clear the mines and the traps. This is so I can get close to the walls and plant some TNTs.
Yan, Troy. Ilang pangalan? Dalawa pa lang.
I asked a teammate to kill at least one enemy from the tower before I go to the wall.
Patay, AOFWP, may isa pa.
Now that our sniper cleared the tower, I went straight to the wall to try and make a hole. I needed to bring down the tower to weaken their defenses.
Copy, kita dyan. Sige ako sa taas mo.
That's one wall down. Next is the tower.
Teka, yan, TNT mo ba yung wall nila? Teka, lilipat ako sa kabilang wall.
Checking ako sa taas nyo.
Doon may tao.
Durog.
I-direct maganda yun. Patay si JB.
Duguan natin naman ako. Kaso hindi namatay. Nasa tower mo.
Okay.
Sabi po, direct. Sige pa. Okay.
I went back to our stash to get some more TNTs.
Natalon pa rin.
I know that we shouldn't be spending a lot of explosives on this base, but we needed to hurry because a teammate found another base.
Kaya yan.
May tao sa loob. May silhouette ako nakita. May isa pa. May tao sa loob.
Last wall, then we should be able to get to their main loot.
Kita ko yung pinto sa right side mo dyan.
Diyan ka na.
Basag na, basag na.
Ayun na. Bed, easy JB. Alam ko bed nito, nasa may kotse. Pero, potang ina, ilang bato sila dito. Shooting sa akin, tol.
Wala akong makita sa tower, ha?
Call me a jerk, but I wanted to add more damage to their walls. You know, just to send a message.
Sorry. Flip. Atras. Basag.
I didn't waste any time, so I started lockpicking. We were lucky because the enemy team did not use any dial locks. It made stealing easier.
Tayo sa FP.
Seemed like the enemy team gave up and didn't respawn to their bed. We didn't even destroy any bed. I guess it's just free looting at this point. Locks after locks, we were able to get some useful materials, guns, and
Ay,
ammos.
initiator pala tayo.
You might think that they have trash loot, but for me, it's all money. But it's not just the guns and gears we're after. We're looking for their starter cards.
Sino yun?
Right now, it's the most important thing that we could ever find here. Because we'll never know how much money they have until we find one.
Ba't nang ano?
Uy, pera.
Yok.
Ang dami pera. Kami. Yan.
Daming pera yan.
And just when we were about to lose hope, we found cash amounting to 60,000 and 2 bank cards. I can't wait to check how much more money we can get from their bank.
Mas na lang.
May mga pantahi dito. May high.
We started loading up all the loot in their own car, and we are going straight to the bank to check on their cards. I have never been excited my whole life.
Lipad na ako dyan, ya. Wala namang
And the moment we've all been waiting for.
ano.
Welcome to the most secure place on the
Tago ko
island.
lang yung ano. Mga...
The first card had 40,000. Not bad, but it's not enough. Let's check on the next one. 121,000. That amount of money can buy a couple of M82s and some ammo. This one was blocked. And the last one had just the right amount to feed himself for the rest of the day. Now, we divided the money equally to one another. If I had this amount of money in real life, I'll go straight to a bar and just spend it on hookers. I'm joking. Moving on. Without wasting any more time, we went straight to our next target. And just a quick backstory before we move on. I just want to tell you how we found out about this base. We went out searching for bases. It took us a while to find one until we got tired and just decided to go home. But on our way back, Jack found a flag right in the open. Out of curiosity, we went straight to it and found boxes. Before I was able to get to the box, we both exploded. And just when we thought we were having a bad day, I found this cute little base right below me. Finally, a base we can raid. I guess it's time to go home. Prepare and see what surprise this base has for us. So, that's the reason why we're here. Okay, back to our story.
May lighter ako. May lighter. Ay, wala pala.
Tao.
Location.
Northwest.
For some reason, this enemy knew we were coming.
Dalawa.
They already have 3 people outside scouting and waiting for us.
Yan, harap niya na. Patay. Mid-sender.
Back to basics. Launch you to the wall and ground, destroy traps and mines. Clear the area from enemies, and when you get the chance, plant those damn TNTs.
Nice. Isa. So dito siya nanggagaling.
Ah. Check mo bala.
Sila footstep.
The enemy's teammates started spawning outside of their base. Now, we don't know how many there are in their team, so we need to be careful. We didn't know that the inside wall was already concrete, so I went back to our stash to get some C4s.
Pumasok ka dyan. Wala na akong visual sa'yo, lilipat ako. Okay.
Yan, ito na ako. Patay ka dyan.
More enemies started spawning outside of their base. From the start of the raid, we counted 3. Now there's more. We're not sure if it's the same team. They're coming from all directions, so we had to lure them out of their base to get a proper count on how many we're dealing with. I figured we'd do a head count on the enemies. First one. Ex-Devil.
Uy, dami na.
Second one, Comedy.
Patay?
Third one, Mr. Auto Snap. I'm joking. The name is Midzender. My teammates managed to kill some of them. And their names were Ronin, Calculus, and this guy. So, total of 6 guys versus the 4 of us. We knew we were outnumbered and was planning a different approach. Luckily, our teammate Lonnie logged in just in time to help us. So we continued fighting. They were holding us off real good, and every time we get near the base, we get killed over and over.
Naku. Ayun. Naka-orange.
I waited for us to regroup so we could go together and push the enemy, hoping to take some of them down so we can start planting TNT.
Ayun, patay na. Patay na nilo. Low. Sama ako.
Tara yun sila.
Meron sa loob.
The plan worked, but there were a lot of nail traps slowing us down.
Dead Ronnie.
I had to get some of the guns out for my team. The enemy took some of the guns already, and we don't want to run out of firearms.
Pako. Sakit. Pako.
Madami pa ako dyan sa kaliwa. Ingat.
May lumabas ko.
Patay. Bulate.
We forced our way in and managed to take down some of the enemies along the way. I can't help to notice that the enemy team made a crop in the middle of their base. At first you would think that they just needed food supply for each and one of them. Turns out, the plants were used as walls too. And the next thing you see on this video will surely make you shit bricks.
Shotgun na nga lang yan. Hindi ko wala ng baril.
That's right, bullets don't go through plants. I'm not even mad. It's just damn funny. Going back, nails, so effective.
Nice.
I might put 1,000 of them on our base. I went back and grabbed a launcher. Time to clear the nail traps, which I should have done an hour ago. Now that the path is clear, it's time to destroy their cabins.
Northeast, Nabi.
My team managed to destroy some of the beds inside, which makes it harder for the enemy team to defend their base.
Kailangan mo ng barrel, Jack, dadalang kita.
Hindi, bala lang.
The first house didn't have what we were looking for. Time to go for the next one.
Tabi mo lang, tabi mo lang, tabi mo.
The second house was also blown up, but it still didn't have what we needed. We are on the final house, and we are on our last TNTs.
May pantusok.
This one will need more because it's made of bricks. Luckily, I just have the right amount to blow its roof open.
Bren, mag-i-repair ako. Ay, mag-i-reload ako ah.
Next level din.
Pasok ka, Bren.
Kinuha ko yung AK dun sa may.
Finally, we got their armory. This should contain all the important stuff we need. Time to check each and every one of them. We don't have time to take all the loot. So we just take what we need and destroy what remains.
Rubber band.
Ako din, rubber band din sa akin. Tao sa labas. Pasok, papasok.
There's only 10 minutes left before the raid time ends. I have to open 2 doors and check the loot inside before the server resets. The extreme pressure is kicking in.
May bala.
Adding this frame drops, my lockpicking wasn't getting any easier.
Ay, putang ina mo, pilay na naman ako. Ay, makakatulong ito kayo, bobo.
Pero may TV ako nakita.
Saan?
But I eventually unlocked the doors and checked the loot inside the small house. It wasn't really worth it, so we just destroyed it. We were able to finish just in time before the server reset.
Ito ba?
I wanted to make sure we got everything destroyed, so I went back one last time to blow the vehicle up to smithereens.
Wait, patay mo yan, Lord.
Yun yung
Left side, left side. Sige lang, tuloy mo lang.
I could have stayed and played PvP with the enemy, but we were all tired. So we went home, dropped the boxes, and went to sleep. On the next day, I went to check on Big's house. I wanted to know if the structure is still the same. The base did not change at all. Same old towers and same old walls.
Dear convict, this is Killbox.
Later that day,
We make your
we went for Killbox, gathered some C4 materials, and some guns for raiding.
I hope you don't die too early and spoil our fancy dummy time. Here's the rules. You've got 15 minutes to show us how filthy you are. Otherwise, the whole world will find out how your work looks like.
Hold back.
volunteered as soon as they chose to break the law. It's getting a bit boring. Here, have a bit of entertainment.
Okay na. Mas taon.
Way too serious.
30 seconds left.
After getting back home, we went straight to the trader and sold all the loot that we got from our raid last night. So, 300,000 from the first base we raided, plus 109,000 from the second base. Almost $500,000. I wonder how much AFK Big's loot will amount to. I was just kidding. We're not going to take anything at all. We will destroy everything. After a whole week of preparing for our big raid, we managed to get a lot of C4 materials. Muskie, our demolition guy, crafted all of them. And these are all the explosives we got.